back to BeamNG Drive. It has been quite a while indeed, and I've had this event sitting on my computer for quite a while. Figured may as well get back to it since all it needs is the voiceover. So, as per usual, we have 16 trucks lined up for racing and freestyle of various chassis, mostly of the... Further ado, let's get on to our first two trucks of round one are Maximum Destruction and Player 4. That jump, that will bring us into this final turn here. Maximum Destruction with a slight lead over Player 4. Up the ramps, and it will be Maximum Destruction in our first winner of the day. Up next, we have Black Panther and Donkey Kong. Coming into the final turn, both trucks seem a little bit equal. Donkey Kong taking it wider, carries more speed, and Donkey Kong is your winner over Black Panther. Up next is Reptoid and Rage. Coming into this final turn here, both trucks are a little bit even. Up the ramp, Reptoid crosses the line first and will beat Rage. Up next is Soldier Fortune and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Coming out of that first turn, both trucks look a little bit even. Now as we enter the final turn here, Soldier Fortune with the lead over Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Up the ramp, and Soldier Fortune is your winner. Soldier Fortune goes on two wheels and rolls it end over end. Up next is Mopar Thunder and Captain's Curse. Coming into the final turn, both trucks look kind of even. Up over the ramp, Mopar Thunder beats Captain's Curse. Mopar Thunder going on two wheels. Up next, we have Taz and Beam Monsters. Monster's having a little bit of trouble lining up for the ramp. That's probably going to cost him the race here. Taz coming around the corner, up over the ramp, and it will be Taz as your winner here in round one. Up next we have Gravedigger and Soldier Fortune Black Ops. Now entering the final turn here, both trucks are kind of even. And it looks like Gravedigger has more speed as they cross the line before Soldier Fortune Black Ops. Up next for round 1 is Saigon Shaker and Causing Trouble. And now entering the final turn here, Causing Trouble goes a little bit wide. Saigon Shaker pulls ahead and will move on to round 2. Here we have our lineup leading into round number 2. 8 trucks remain, but only one of them will be our champion here today at BMX Fairground. Who's it going to be? Start placing bets now. And with that, let's move on to round number 2. Starting us off in round 2, we have Donkey Kong and Maximum Destruction. Donkey Kong was quite an interesting launch off the ramp here. Let's see how it affects their performance here in round 2. Coming into the final turn here. Who's it going to be? Maximum Destruction going sideways. Donkey Kong crosses the finish line, and Maximum Destruction going end over the finish line. Up next is Soldier Fortune and Reptoid. Soldier Fortune taking these turns a little tighter than Reptoid. Coming into the final turn here, Soldier Fortune with quite the lead. Up over the ramp, and it will be Soldier Fortune moving on to the semifinals. Up next is Mopar Thunder and Taz. Mopar Thunder with a little bit of difficulty on the ramp, going very wide into the turn here. Taz barely missing those tires. Also going a little sideways on the ramp. That will let Mopar Thunder catch up. Coming into this final turn here, it's going to be Taz. And our final round of round 2 has Gravedigger versus Saigon Shaker. Like Saigon Shaker's pulled a bit of a lead over Gravedigger, but it looks like Gravedigger might be catching up. Coming into this final turn here, it's going to be Saigon Shaker beating Gravedigger. Looking at our bracket leading into the semi-final round, 4 trucks remain. Donkey Kong, Soldier Fortune, Taz, and Saigon Shaker. Only one of these trucks can be our champion here today. So let's move on to the semifinals to narrow it down to 2 competitors. Up first is Soldier Fortune and Donkey Kong. Entering our final turn here. Both trucks taking a little wide, but it will be Donkey Kong beating out Soldier Fortune and moving on to the final round. And finally for the semifinals, Taz and Saigon Shaker. Both trucks seem to be pretty even so far as we come into the final turn here. This will make or break our run here today. Both trucks up the ramp, and it will be Taz narrowing out the victory over Saigon Shaker. Over here in the red lane, we have Donkey Kong. They've been pretty good so far tonight, but they still have one more competitor left to go. And that competitor in the blue lane is Taz. Taz has also been fairly fast here tonight, but only one of these 2 animals can take the win over the other. So who's it going to be? As they get lined up, let's move on to the final round. Both trucks are now lined up at the starting line, and off they go. Donkey Kong's taking the lead over Taz so far. Taz just barely missing those tires once again. Donkey Kong still maintaining their lead. And now into the final turn here. Both trucks go up to the ramp. It will be Donkey Kong beating out Taz for the racing championship. Donkey Kong just narrowly missing the wall there. And with that, Donkey Kong is officially your winner here at racing at the BMX Fairgrounds. Which means with just one more event to go, we have freestyle. Can Donkey Kong double down? Well, let's let them celebrate their donuts, and I will see you in freestyle.